It's Brewers versus Cubs in Game 1 of the National League Division Series. The Brewers had the best record in the league this year, but many people don't believe that can translate in the postseason. And as we can see here, the Brewers have the third worst odds to win it all heading into the divisional series. But they have a great opportunity here in Game 1 today. They are facing Cubs starter Matthew Boyd. Now, Boyd is a solid pitcher for sure, but he's not really an ace. As we can see, if we compare Boyd's numbers to the other National League Game 1 starters, Freddie Peralta, Christopher Sanchez, Shohei Ohtani, it's clear Boyd is not quite in that tier, and to make matters worse for Boyd, he's pitching on 3 days rest. Now, Boyd did pitch pretty well 3 days ago in his wildcard start versus the Padres, 4 1/3 innings and only 1 earned runs. And what was his game plan? Well, he was just pumping strikes to the Padres. He threw 58 pitches, 43 of them were strikes, and he had a wild 83% first pitch strike rate. That is crazy. MLB averages 63%. So Boyd was really pumping strikes. And on top of that, the Brewers, his matchup today, are the most selective team in baseball. They are tied for the lowest first pitch swing rate of any team. So Boyd has even more reason to keep throwing strikes here today, but that's where the Brewers strategy comes into play. So leading off for the Brewers is Jackson Chourio, and on the first pitch, he flashes bunt, but that pitch was inside, so it's very easy for Chourio to lay off. So then Chourio waits him out here, waits for him to throw a strike, and then he's going to slap this double down the third base line, and he's on second base with the leadoff hit. It's not a great pitch by Boyd there, caught a lot of the plate. Really not crushed by Chourio though, but this is what the Brewers do. They apply pressure, they put the ball in play, and this time Chourio finds a gap to get the leadoff man on. And now this is where the Brewers unveil their grand plan. Batting second is Bryce Terang, and on the first pitch, he's gonna crush that pitch out to right field. That's gonna get down and score the first run of the game. And what did Terang get there? He got a first pitch strike. Remember, Boyd had an 83% first strike rate in his last start, so the Brewers know it's coming, and it was a beauty. You can see it caught a lot of plate there, and the Brewers are on the board. Next up is William Contreras, and what do you think Contreras is going to get? And boom! He gets a first pitch. He crushes it out to left field, and it's another double and another run scored for the Brewers. Again, look at this. It's a first pitch strike. He knew it was coming. It's a great pitch to swing at, and Contreras does not miss. And now the pitching coach is going to come out and talk to Boyd and say, hey, they are swinging first pitch. They know it's coming. You need to adjust. We need a different game plan here. So up next is Christian Yelich, and there you go, first pitch swinging, but now Boyd has adjusted. And it's another swing here, but this time it's a ground ball. Easy play for Swanson to get the first out of the inning. Looks like Boyd missed his spot there, but again, he's trying to avoid the zone now, and he gets that big first out in the inning. But now we're going to see the chess game in motion. Andrew Vaughn is the next batter, and he's going to revert back to selective here. You can see he takes this first pitch ball, he takes another ball. This pitch is called a strike, but it's a ball, and then 2 more balls in the dirt from Boyd, and just like that, it is a walk for Andrew Vaughn. Matthew Boyd is just uncomfortable right now. He's not sure. Should I throw strikes? Should I throw balls? Are they going to swing? Are they not? The Brewers have him all scrambled up, and with Boyd on 3 days rest on top of that, it just makes it even tougher on him. So it's runners on first and second, 1 out, Sal Frelick up to the plate, and first pitch check swing from Frelick there. Probably knew he shouldn't have swung. Great pitch by Boyd, and on the second pitch, he gets a little number out to second base, but it gets underneath the glove of Nico Hoerner. Another run's gonna score, and everybody's safe. Oh, wow. Nico Hoerner is a Gold Glover. He's probably gonna win the Gold Glove again this year, and he just missed it. This is what the Brewers do. They put teams in uncomfortable situations, and then they make uncharacteristic errors. And when you have pressure in the playoffs, even Gold Glovers like Hoerner are gonna make mistakes. And I love this quote from Pat Murphy, the Brewers manager. He says, his team has a woodpecker mentality. They just keep adding pressure, they just keep pecking away, and soon enough the opponent will crack. So in the next at-bat, Caleb Durbin is going to strike out here. Great at-bat from Boyd to bounce back. But Boyd should be out of the inning by now. It should be 2 runs across the board. That's it. Boyd can head back out for the second inning. Instead, Boyd is tired. He's emotionally drained. He's on 3 days rest, and he still needs to get 1 more out. And that's where Blake Perkins is going to deliver the knockout blow. Perkins is just going to foul off pitch after pitch after pitch until finally on the 10th pitch of the at-bat and the 30th pitch of the inning for Boyd, he's going to slap an RBI single through the middle. That is the dagger, and it's going to knock Matthew Boyd out of the game. And then, now that you got the soft spot of the Cubs bullpen in the game, Churio's going to slap another single up the middle to plate, 2 more runs, and just like that, the Brewers have a 6-1 lead in the first inning. The Cubs are only going to scrape together 2 runs versus Freddie Peralta, who goes 6 innings, and then the Brewers bullpen is going to take care of the rest and slam the door on the Cubs. That was a masterful first inning from the Brewers, who are just so good at compounding an inning. Again, they use that woodpecker mentality. They keep applying pressure until things start to snowball, and everything in that inning goes back to their smart game plan versus Boyd to swing at first pitch strikes and make him uncomfortable.